I'm Anna with the Urbana Park District. I'm the Aquatics Coordinator, and I'm going to be talking about some water safety tips for this summer, so you can use them when you're coming to our outdoor pool or our indoor pool, or if you go on vacation or around any bodies of water. So some basic safety rules to keep in mind when talking about water safety. Never swim alone. You'll want to buddy up or make sure you're with a family member or a friend. Just always make sure you're never by yourself. Always walk, never run or skip. Making sure you walk on the pool deck ensures that you won't get injured, or if you take a tumble, we want to make sure you don't skin your knee or anything like that. Even if you're around a lake or by the ocean, we want to make sure you are walking, not running. Make sure when you jump or dive in that this water isn't too shallow, and you're going to want to look for no diving signs that we have at both of our facilities. It's at Crystal Lake Park Family Aquatic Center and at the Urbana Indoor Aquatic Center. So if you see this sign anywhere, it'll say no diving. You want to make sure that you do not dive in and that it is shallow. You'll also want to make sure that you want to check for hazardous things before you swim, and make sure that no one is around before you are going to jump in or dive into the pool, lake, or ocean where you're swimming. Make sure you watch out for the dangerous twos. Too tired, too cold, too far from safety, too much sun, too much strenuous activity, which could lead to you not being able to swim back to safety, or that you might not be able to continue having fun at the pool. So just make sure you are staying safe and hydrated and not getting too hot and overheated. You'll also notice that if you're around a body of water such as a lake or a pond or something, you might see a no swimming sign. That's what one of these would look like. This will indicate that there is no swimming allowed in that body of water. So you'll want to make sure if you see that to avoid swimming in that area. So that is what you want to make sure. So just some basic rules to go over before joining your friends this summer, and to have fun at the pool or at the lake or anywhere you're going to. Okay, so a huge important part of water safety is our life jackets. So at our facilities, we can allow U.S. Coast Guard approved life jackets. It says U.S. Coast Guard approved right on the inseam here of the life jacket. And so those puddle jumpers too are normally U.S. Coast Guard approved, but it will say on the device if it is or not. And that's the only type of flotation device that we allow in both of our facilities. So to put the life jacket on, you just slip it on over both shoulders and you just fasten it around the waist, just like that, and you are ready to go. And then that one will help you stay upright in the water so you are ready to swim and that your face will not fall forward. We are now going to talk about lifeguards. We have them at both of our facilities all the time, and we're going to talk about how you recognize them when you come to our facilities. It's super important so you know how you can always ask for help and you know who to go to if there's an emergency. The lifeguard's duty is to always watch the water and to watch the area around the water and to make sure you're safe while you're coming to our pools. So what does a lifeguard look like? So here are two of my lifeguards. They also are managers and work in the front office with us. But a lifeguard is always going to have a rescue tube. So this is a rescue tube that when they jump into rescue, that this is what they are going to use, that is going to help save. It's nice and squishy, and it'll help you. It's called a rescue tube. They are going to have either a hat or not a hat, but if they have a hat on, they will say guard on it. They will have a t-shirt, and it will have a cross on it, and it will say lifeguard on the back. And it will say a cross, and it'll have a cross. Okay? They will always have a whistle on, and it'll be around their neck or somewhere in this region, so they can blow it if there is an emergency. They will have a hip pack, which will have their seal in case they need to give rescue breaths, and they will always have their swimsuit on. Girls will have a one piece and it'll say guard on it, and then our males will have their board shorts that'll say guard on the bottom. And that's how you identify a lifeguard. It will say guard everywhere, all over them, and it's normally super bright colors. And they're going to be sitting up in the chairs all around the pool, or up in the lifeguard office at our facility. Just the same at different facilities, lifeguards will always have indicators that will say guard on them. So if you are in a situation at a pool where you are needing help, find your lifeguard and they will be there to assist you. Only swim in areas where lifeguards are on duty, so they can be sure to watch you while you're swimming at all times in case an emergency were to arise. Let the lifeguard know if you're having trouble or if an emergency comes up so they can be sure to assist you. That's their job. They're here to protect you guys and to make sure you guys have fun while you're swimming at our facilities. So more about being safe around the water. Always make sure you ask permission before you get into the body of water, whether it be a pool, a lake, or anywhere you're going swimming. Follow the rules for the swimming area. Swimming pools always have rules, so make sure you are aware of what the pool rules are. And if you have any questions about those pool rules, please feel free to ask the lifeguard or a pool staff member about the rules when you come into the facility. So staying safe around the water is super important. So one thing you can remember is to think so you don't sink. So what our lifeguards are doing is that they just swam and now they flipped over on their back and they're relaxing in a back float. And this will help you regain your strength, and you can take breaths and then work your way back to shore, and you can make it there safe. And look, they're almost there. So think so you don't sink. So you're swimming and you'll flip to your back and do a nice relaxing back float, and your body is naturally buoyant, so you will be pushing your belly up to the sky and you will be regaining that energy and taking those breaths and be making it to shore nice and safe after you regain that energy. Now we're going to talk about sun safety. Some of the rays that come from the sun can be harmful to your skin, so it is important to remember these tips. Try and stay in the shade. If you are outside during the time between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m., try and play in the shade, and always remember to wear sunscreen. Sunscreen can come in a lotion form, which is just that, or it can come in a spray form, and there's all different kinds of SPFs, so you can use whatever works best for you. But that is super important to make sure you apply it at 30 minutes before you go outside to play, and then you reapply every 2 hours, especially when you're swimming, because you're not going to have too much shade when you're in a pool area or an open lake or an ocean, etc. If you're outside for a long period of time and you're not swimming, you're going to want to make sure to wear long clothing such as a long sleeve or longer pants. That'll help you protect your skin from the sun rays that could be potentially harmful. Be extra careful when you are by water, sand, or snow. The reflection could bounce off and could cause your skin to be even more burned. So if you are by sand or at the ocean with that, extra shine, make sure you put extra sunscreen or you have extra clothes to avoid that potential burn factor. An important part of water safety is recognizing an emergency, and a huge tactic we use is the reach or throw, don't go. Latrice tossed the lifeguard tube to Alex instead of actually going in to get him, and pulled him to safety. So you're going to want to reach or throw either a cooler, something buoyant like a lifeguard tube, and pull him in nice and low and slow to the ground, rather than yourself jumping in and causing even more harm to yourself or the patron in distress. So reaching and throwing and pulling them to safety. So that is if someone who falls into the water and cannot get back up to the shore safely, you just throw something into the water like a lifeguard tube or a noodle if you're at the pool, or a cooler if you're having a picnic. Just empty it out and throw that cooler in and it will float, and you can reel them back in or have them kicked to safety. Thanks for learning about water safety. We really hope to see you this summer at our facilities, and we hope you have lots of fun.